Hey y'all, this week has been an interesting week because this has been the first week I've been trying to balance all three jobs. So I'm doing personal training in the mornings, very early in the mornings, and then I'm doing studio work and doing curriculums for the studio, and then I'm teaching dance in the evenings. And so I'm just trying to balance everything out, and I'm still trying to find dance auditions for myself to go to. And I'm very thankful that I'm able to balance all these things out and having really nice bosses, but I still feel like I'm not doing enough in life. Like, I feel like I'm not doing enough to get myself to where I want to be and what I'm wanting to do. Because yes, my first dream job is a cruise line. I would love to be a cruise line dancer, and I would love to get the January to June contract because less storms. And then I would love to be a Hawks dancer, and I'd love to be a Falcons cheerleader. And then I'm hoping to go to school to be a neuropsychologist, and trying to figure out when and where I'm gonna squeeze all that stuff in. That's when I'm struggling. And so I'm trying to get to those goals, but I feel like I'm not doing enough to get there. And even though I am filling my weeks up and all my days being slam packed every day, I still feel like I'm not doing enough, and that has been affecting me a lot more this week than I'd like for it to. Every day in life, there's little reminders of the accident for me. And after the accident, I was constantly questioning, why me? Why this happened to me? And I've always been one to say, everything happens for a reason. I've always been one to say that, even when I was little. And so afterwards, I was constantly questioning, what's the reason? But every day, it's been a testimony as to why this happened to me. And there's a verse in the Bible, it's 1 Corinthians 10:13, and it mentions, God does not give battles to those that can't handle it. So he had to pick someone that could handle a traumatic brain injury. And it's definitely a battle that is exhausting to handle. And it's a battle that no one can see. So it gets frustrating. So I'm constantly going through different emotions, and it seems unreasonable as to why I'm going through those emotions, but it's just how I'm feeling. It's how my brain's processing, and I still struggle on processing stuff, and I notice it especially when I'm tired. And when I'm overworking myself, I obviously get tired, and so then I'll get frustrated when people are trying to tell me something super basic, but I'm like, I'm not understanding, and it takes me a little bit to communicate that. And I know that can be frustrating for the other people, for anyone that I'm talking to. So that's why in previous videos I have constantly been saying I am thankful for those that have had patience with me and being understanding with me, because I still mumble jumble my words up. I still have difficulties on getting my words out and making it clear. So I'm constantly asking, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because I want to make sure that when I'm communicating, you're understanding what I'm trying to say, just like I'm wanting to understand what you're trying to say to me. So, and when I've had to work with other people, like students, family members, or clients, and I'm getting to share my story, and it helps them and motivates them and inspires them, that honestly, it makes me feel better that I was picked for this battle to handle, because not everyone can handle it. And so knowing that God trusted me to handle it, that's a real one. But you just gotta expect the unexpected, and I will tell you, I definitely did not expect this to happen to me, so it was the unexpected. If you're still watching this video thank you, because you're just listening to me run my mouth. And I did start these vlogs as a journal and for awareness for brain injuries. But this video I did just use as a journal. And so I just want to say thank you for listening and hearing me out, because I do hope that if you know anybody else with a brain injury, this helps you understand what they're going through. Even though not every brain injury is the same and not everybody's healing process is the same. But I wouldn't even know anything about a traumatic brain injury if it wasn't for me going through it. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy, but it happened. So just gotta live life, and like I say all the time, you gotta expect the unexpected. So I will catch y'all again next time.